We're diving into one of the most intense, complicated stories unfolding in hip-hop and battle rap right now, the saga between Eazy The Block Captain and Remy Ma. This isn't your typical celebrity drama. It's a layered story of mentorship gone wrong, emotional boundaries crossed, and power struggles behind the scenes that reveal a lot about how relationships work in this industry. But that's not all. Adding another level to this narrative are the rumors swirling around Remy Ma allegedly cheating on her husband, Papoose. These two stories intersect in fascinating and troubling ways, showing how complicated and messy the lives of public figures can be when personal struggles collide with professional ambitions. So grab your favorite snack, settle in, and let's unpack everything, step by step, breaking down the players, the drama, and the lessons we can all learn from this situation. Let's start with Eazy The Block Captain. For those who might not know, Eazy has been making waves in the battle rap scene over the past few years. Battle rap isn't just about bragging rights or entertainment. It's a fiercely competitive arena where lyricism, presence, and quick thinking define your success and reputation. Eazy's rise has been impressive because he combines street-savvy content with technical skill, a rare mix that resonates strongly with fans who crave authenticity alongside creativity. His performances are marked by charisma, aggressive delivery, and clever punchlines that often leave audiences buzzing. But what's really interesting about Eazy is how he's still finding his footing, balancing the pressures of a demanding industry with the desire to stay true to his roots and artistic vision. The journey isn't easy, especially for young artists trying to break into a space dominated by veterans and industry politics. So when Eazy connected with Remy Ma, a seasoned veteran with significant influence, many saw it as an opportunity for mentorship and growth. However, as we'll see, that mentorship evolved in unexpected ways. Remy Ma is a name synonymous with power, resilience, and talent in hip-hop. Her career spans decades, and she has built a legacy through iconic tracks like Lean Back and All the Way Up, both of which helped define an era of rap. Beyond her chart success, Remy has long been admired for her lyrical ability, her commanding stage presence, and her ability to hold her own in a male-dominated industry that hasn't always been welcoming to women. But Remy's influence goes beyond her own music. In recent years, she's embraced the role of mentor and leader, especially within the battle rap community, where she plays a key part in Chrome 23, one of the most prominent battle rap leagues. Here, she helps develop emerging talent, offering guidance, opportunities, and insight from her years in the industry. For many up-and-coming rappers, having Remy in their corner is a major advantage. So when she took an interest in Eazy The Block Captain, it was seen as a significant endorsement that could open many doors. However, as with many relationships that mix professional ambition with personal connection, things are rarely straightforward. Unfortunately, what began as a promising mentorship soon showed signs of strain. According to insiders close to both parties, Remy's involvement with Eazy started to cross from supportive to controlling. The behavior described includes frequent, sometimes incessant calls and messages, demands for Eazy's attention at times when he needed to focus on his work or personal life, and even showing up unannounced at his performances or personal events. This level of possessiveness goes beyond what most would consider normal mentorship boundaries. It created an environment where Eazy felt pressure not just to perform, but to constantly accommodate Remy's needs and expectations. For an artist who values independence and mental space to create, this was suffocating. Eazy reportedly communicated his discomfort multiple times, trying to set limits and express the need for healthier boundaries. But those requests were allegedly dismissed or ignored. This kind of boundary violation isn't just frustrating. It can lead to serious emotional distress, burnout, and a loss of trust. What started as a relationship built on respect and mutual benefit quickly deteriorated into a source of tension and stress, forcing Eazy to make a difficult choice. That difficult choice came in the form of blocking Remy Ma on all social media platforms and cutting off phone contact entirely. To understand the magnitude of this, you have to recognize Remy Ma's stature in the hip-hop world. She's not only a respected artist, but also a gatekeeper with significant influence, especially within battle rap. For Eazy to publicly block her was a bold statement, a declaration that his personal well-being mattered more than maintaining a connection that had become toxic. This move wasn't just about cutting ties, it was an act of self-preservation, a way to reclaim control over his own life and career. The reaction from fans and industry insiders was swift and divided. Some applauded Eazy's courage to set boundaries, highlighting the importance of mental health and autonomy. Others expressed concern that the story might be more complex than it seemed and cautioned against making quick judgments without hearing both sides. Regardless, the block served as a loud, clear message. Sometimes, protecting yourself means walking away, even from people who once seemed like allies. What followed was an uncharacteristic silence from Remy Ma. Known for her fearless approach to conflict, whether through social media posts or sharp lyrical rebuttals, Remy's decision not to publicly address the fallout left many fans and commentators puzzled. Was this a strategic move to avoid further drama, or a sign that she was taking time to reflect privately on what happened? The silence created a vacuum filled with rumors, speculation, and heated online debates. Some fans viewed her silence as dignified, a refusal to escalate a messy personal issue in public. Others interpreted it as avoidance or even an admission of guilt. This quiet period has only added fuel to the fire, leaving many to wonder how, or if, the relationship might be repaired, and whether Remy would ever publicly acknowledge the situation. Just as the fallout between Eazy and Remy was dominating conversation, a new controversy emerged. Rumors surfaced about Remy Ma allegedly cheating on her husband, Papoose. This revelation shocked many because Remy and Papoose are often held up as hip-hop's power couple, symbolizing loyalty and mutual respect. Their relationship has been a public narrative of endurance, having weathered the storm of Remy's incarceration and the pressures of life in the spotlight. Papoose's unwavering support has been well documented, making the cheating allegations all the more jarring. Though there has been no official confirmation or statement from either party, various insiders and social media whispers have kept the rumor mill active. These rumors have added another layer of strain on Remy's personal and public life, complicating how fans perceive her and raising questions about the challenges of maintaining trust in high-profile relationships. The juxtaposition of a respected mentor accused of possessiveness and a wife allegedly unfaithful to her spouse has made this one of the most talked-about controversies in recent hip-hop history. While the two controversies might seem separate, they actually share a common thread: the fragile nature of trust and boundaries in personal and professional relationships. The alleged cheating scandal and the breakdown of the mentorship with Eazy both reflect deep struggles with control, respect, and vulnerability. Some speculate that Remy's personal issues may have influenced her behavior with Eazy, potentially fueling the possessiveness that pushed him away. This intermingling of personal pain and professional responsibility highlights a challenge many artists face: maintaining healthy relationships while under intense public scrutiny. It also underscores the human complexity behind celebrity personas, reminding us that even icons have flaws and face difficult struggles. For fans, understanding this intersection adds nuance to the story and invites a more compassionate perspective. The ripple effects of this saga are still unfolding across the hip-hop community. Fans have been vocal, divided between supporting Remy's legacy as a trailblazer and empathizing with Eazy's fight for autonomy and respect. Other artists have weighed in carefully, some expressing solidarity with Eazy's stance on boundaries, others warning against publicizing private conflicts that can damage careers and friendships. Within battle rap circles, where respect and loyalty are currency, the drama has sparked reflection on how personal conflicts influence professional dynamics and league culture. More broadly, this situation shines a spotlight on the lack of mental health support in the music industry, where artists often endure intense pressure without adequate resources. Many are calling for more open conversations about emotional well-being, boundaries, and respectful collaboration. It's important to also consider the gender dynamics at play here. As a powerful woman leading in a male-dominated industry, Remy Ma faces unique challenges. Her assertiveness and protectiveness, qualities often praised in male artists, are sometimes viewed through a harsher lens because of gender biases. The scrutiny she faces as a mentor, performer, and public figure is intensified by expectations placed on women to be nurturing without being controlling, strong without being aggressive. This story invites a broader conversation about how female leaders in hip-hop and other industries negotiate their identities and relationships under disproportionate scrutiny, and how society's double standards shape those experiences. Recognizing these dynamics helps us better understand the complexity of Remy's situation and the pressures she navigates. Perhaps the most crucial takeaway from this saga is the spotlight it puts on mental health in hip-hop. Eazy's decision to block Remy wasn't just about ending a relationship, it was an act of self-care and survival. In a culture that often glamorizes toughness and emotional suppression, acknowledging vulnerability and setting boundaries is revolutionary. This story challenges the industry to better support artists' mental health, providing resources and creating environments where they can thrive creatively without sacrificing their well-being. It's also a call to fans and insiders to approach these stories with empathy rather than judgment, understanding that behind every headline are human beings struggling with complex emotions. As in today, the story remains unresolved, and the hip-hop world watches closely for what happens next. Will Remy respond publicly through music or social media? Could there be a reconciliation or a deeper rift? Given their battle rap connections, there's even speculation about a possible lyrical showdown, something the culture thrives on, but that would also carry emotional weight. Regardless of the outcome, this saga has already reshaped perceptions and sparked important conversations about boundaries, trust, and respect in hip-hop. Whatever happens next, it will likely influence how future conflicts are handled in the industry. At the end of the day, this story is messy, real, and profoundly human. It reminds us that artists are not just their public personas, they are people with flaws, struggles, and complicated emotions. Whether you side with Eazy, empathize with Remy, or simply watch as an observer, the key takeaway is empathy and respect. Everyone deserves the right to set boundaries, make mistakes, and seek healing. The music industry and the world can only grow stronger when we honor those truths and support each other's journeys. Now, I want to hear from you. What do you think about Eazy's decision to block Remy Ma? How do the rumors about her personal life affect your view of her? What lessons can hip-hop learn from this about boundaries and mental health? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's keep the conversation respectful and insightful.